All right, we're about to jump in a time machine and go way, way back. I'm talking 4,500 years into the past. We're going to uncover a lost civilization that totally rewrites the history books. It's an incredible story of innovation and a mystery that, honestly, is still unsolved today. So, quick question for you. When you picture the world's first great cities, what pops into your head? Probably the towering pyramids in Egypt, right? Or maybe the grand ziggurats of Mesopotamia? You know, the classics, and for good reason. But what if I told you that at the exact same time, a civilization that was just as huge and just as advanced was flourishing somewhere you might not expect, in ancient India? Meet the Indus Valley Civilization. It's also known as the Harappan Civilization. And look, this was not some small town. No way. This was one of the world's first major urban societies, standing right alongside Egypt and Mesopotamia as a true heavyweight. And just look at these dates. They were at their peak from about 2500 to 1900 BCE. To put that into perspective for you, as the final stones were being placed on the Great Pyramid of Giza, these guys were building entire cities from the ground up. They were contemporaries, true giants of the ancient world. That's over 4,500 years ago. It's a length of time that's almost impossible to really wrap your head around. And yet they were building cities that, in some ways, would seem shockingly modern to us. Okay, so we've kind of locked in the when. But now for the part that is really going to blow your mind. What were these ancient metropolises actually like? So these weren't just random collections of buildings, not at all. They were master-planned urban centers. The two most famous are Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. And they were these incredibly sophisticated hubs just buzzing with human activity on a massive scale. But really, what made them so special? What did archaeologists find in those ruins that made them just stop and realize they were basically rewriting history? It all comes down to a few key things that were just, well, they were light years ahead of their time. We're talking about their incredible urban planning, these super elaborate drainage systems. And get this, they were building multi-story buildings out of brick. First, let's talk about the planning. Unlike the tangled, chaotic streets you see in so many other ancient cities, Harappan cities were laid out in a neat, organized grid. Main streets ran north-south and east-west, creating perfect city blocks. That doesn't happen by accident. That suggests a crazy level of centralized planning and foresight. And their engineering was just genius. It's undeniable. Nearly every single home was connected to a citywide, covered drainage system that whisked away wastewater. This level of public sanitation was absolutely revolutionary, an achievement that would be lost and not seen again in most of the world for thousands of years. Think about that for a second. So the ruins, the bricks and pipes, they tell a story of a highly intelligent and organized people. We can see how they lived. But the biggest question of all, who they were, what they were thinking, what they believed, well, that remains a giant mystery. It's a puzzle that has completely stumped historians and linguists for almost a century, ever since these cities were rediscovered. And it happens to be the key to truly understanding who these people were. You see, the people of the Indus Valley, they had a written language. We found its symbols carved into these tiny little stone seals and on pottery. It's beautiful, it's complex, and it's totally unique. And here is the real kicker. We can't read it. Not a single word. Even with all of our amazing technology and our knowledge of ancient languages, their script is still completely undeciphered. It's like a locked box of history. So you have to wonder, what secrets are sealed away in that forgotten script? Are there records of kings and conquests, amazing myths and legends? Or, maybe just their shopping lists? Without the key, the actual voices of the Indus Valley people remain silent, leaving all of us to wonder about the secrets their lost language holds.